Better than the telly box. Well, unless you're watching Jaws, of course, then there's nothing better than that. Gonna give it another go tonight. There's two guys to the right of me. They say they've met me before down here. I think I remember them. It was when we were catching the thornbacks off of here last year. And that's what they're here for tonight. And I had a quick look at their gear. I mean, they got some lovely gear down there, all shiny and everything else. It looks really nice. And there's me turn up with my rod strapped together with fucking 2 bits of fucking nylon rope. But, however, we're all here to do the same thing. We're all here to catch fish. I went over and said hello to them. It's like, you know, how you doing and all the rest of it. And I think it makes it a little bit easier sometimes, you know, because you don't know who you're fishing next to sometimes. And in the world we live in as well, it can always be a little bit uncertain. So I think it's always nice, you know, say hello to the guy next to you on the beach or on the river bank or wherever you are. It just helps you, and you know your audience then as well, don't you? You know who's about. But anyway, more importantly, shorter rod, pulley rig, big rod, pulley pennel, big rod, conger, short rod, whatever's out there gnawing away. Same as usual, we're still at that time of the year. Congers, a couple of weeks maybe some rays, but that's about it. I think the whiting have gone now, but I could be wrong because I thought I just saw a whiting bite. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what the evening brings. The tide's not, or the water's not rushing up the beach like it was the other night. It seems quite peaceful. It's chocolate brown as well, which means we'll probably get played by dogs, but I don't care because I like catching dogfish. Diamond dog. But anyway, let's just see what happens. So here we are, first fish of the night. Little whiting on the squid tentacles. Oh, there he is. Hey. Get him off and see if we go back, I think. And for my next fish, a little diamond dog. Here he is. A little dogfish. Oh, he's got a bit muddy, sandy. Okay, I know, mate, you're going back. The eyes are really, I don't know, they're like puppies, really, I suppose. And having just lost our dog at home this week makes me feel a little bit sentimental towards the little bugger. And anybody who knows me knows I love dogfish anyway. I just think they're lovely. They're really, really lovely. Right, I'm going to put this one back. Come on, mate, let's go. Had a few of these tonight now, these smaller dogfish. But only one whiting. Nothing on the conger baits and that. But here's a little doggy. I know, you want to go back home, don't you? Okay, let's get you back then. But first, you've got to pretend to be Jaws. No, don't get shy. And another dog. Thick and fast. One a chuck now. And even with my love for them, I'm getting a bit bored with it now. And the big bait. I've only had one whiting, I don't get it, but the big bait keeps getting smashed. Maybe there's smaller eels out there, I don't know. But anyway, let's get this little fella back. Or lady, I won't look. Bit inappropriate. Another one, another Jaws. Are we going to have another Jaws moment? Oh, bless him. I just have to say, this is probably the smallest dogfish I've ever caught in my life. To say he's as thin as a pencil, well, look at my chunky fingers in comparison to his back. But, however, if I had the saltwater tank that I'd always wanted, I can assure you this little fella would be coming home and spending 6 months in rehab with me in a little tank. Not that I'd be getting in the tank with the fish, don't get me wrong, but that is just the cutest thing in the world, I think. He is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, bless him. Right, let's get him back. As I say, that would be an ideal for if you've got a saltwater tank. That's an ideal sized dogfish. Oh. Okay, that literally is it for me now tonight. There's another tiny little dogfish. As I say, perfect for a tank. He's bleeding a little bit. I'm going to get him back in the water. But that's me, I'm done now. That's it. It's a dogfisher chuck. And I like catching dogfish, but I was hoping it was going to get a nice eel tonight. Conditions look right for it, tide and all the rest of it, but unfortunately not. Still, I don't mind catching dogfish, but I don't want to catch little ones like this. Not, you know, I don't think they can handle the hook that well, and, you know, yeah. Let's just get him back. Okay. Right then, that's me, all done. Dogfest tonight, one whiting. Whiting bites were coming when it was still light, but as soon as it got dark, they stopped. And I thought there would have been an eel. I really did think that there was going to be an eel tonight, but it was a bit of a dogfest. And most of them were sort of average-sized dogs. And then towards the end now, I started getting those really baby ones, those really tiny. They must have been last year's pups. Well, I don't know how long they grow or how long it takes for them to grow. So I don't know whether they are last year's or they might even be this year's. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes them to grow once they leave that sack that the female's attached to the seabed. I don't know how long it takes them to grow, but those last two, I could have really taken them home. If I'd have had a saltwater tank at home, they definitely would have been the star attraction by tonight. But anyway, yep, that's it. I think that the beach, the sea is waiting for the season to change slightly. The dogs are definitely moving in now because there's quite a few of them there. As I say, it's probably one a chuck. So it's going to be dog season, and then hopefully the eels will come back. We're going to have a few more weeks on the eels with some rays chucked in with that, hopefully. Mind you, the two guys that were down to the right of me, they never had any rays at all. They never had nothing. I kept seeing them winding in their baits. And those guys, they were like, oh, they had all the latest gear and all the latest rods and all that sort of stuff, you know, all the bling, bling, bling. But if you ain't chucking it in the right place, or the fish ain't feeding, don't matter how much you spend on rods and gear and that. Someone said that to me. Well, actually, I've spoken to somebody this week, and they were telling me about how they fish in their country, and they were telling me that their rods is £1,000 each and stuff like that. I mean, if I do make a channel of this, no one better come to me asking about tackle tips, because I ain't got a fucking clue. A big hook, big fish, that's it. That's all I can tell you. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a bit of fun anyway. I'm looking forward to the summer more than anything now. Onto the catfish, onto the smoothhound, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that this year's going to be the year for a taupe off the beach. I think that'll be an incredible fight. But I don't think I'm going to be coming back down here for at least 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks probably. Let things change and see what happens as we creep into February.